Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you how to build this epic kelp farm that you can see behind me, and it produces 6 stacks of kelp just within 5 seconds. It's absolutely crazy. Now this is kind of part 1 of 2, and that's basically in the next video I'm going to try to also upload within this weekend. I'm going to show you how to take the kelp farm and modify it a little bit so that the kelp that gets produced here gets thrown in straight into a bunch of furnaces that will produce dried kelp that you can obviously use as fuel. So that's enough talking for now. Let's get building. So you're going to start off with this 9 long strip of sand, and that's where the kelp is going to be planted in the end. And then right behind it, place another strip of 9 dispensers. No, not there. Why am I having so much trouble placing the dispenser? Okay, but anyways, after you place the dispensers, you basically just have to fill them up with bone meal, and they'll obviously make the kelp grow faster. So I'm just going to quickly fill up these dispensers and I'll see you guys again in a second. Now that has been done, we can just go and build the outside of this thing. Now it does need to be at least 6 blocks tall, 5, 6, and that's because obviously you need place for the pistons and things like that will break it. Now you can decorate this thing in any way that you would like to. I'm personally using a combination of just some normal wood and some stripped oak wood too, and because I found that the two of them really go well together, and you just basically place them in like this at the sides. Now what I'm also going to do is in the front, 1 block from the ground up, I'm going to place in some white stained glass, and that just gives a nice effect because you can see the kelp growing and stuff. It's just a nice view. It's always nice to view your farms and not just have them like broken off from anything. So let me just quickly finish up this and then I'll see you guys again. So now that the main structure has been built except the backside, just so that we can work better, we're going to hook these dispensers up to a redstone clock that you can toggle on and off. And the way we're going to do that is by using a comparator clock. Now for those who don't know how it works, it's really simple. You just need a redstone comparator over there and turn on that little torch on the end there, and simply place your redstone around it like that, and when we power that comparator in a second, then it will turn into a super fast clock that is excellent if you want to bone meal things. As you can see, now it's on and now it's off again. So just continue this redstone line out here around the back, just so they can power the dispensers, and they'll obviously shoot out their bone meal to make the kelp grow. Now 1 block above the dispensers, you want to just place in any block just to act as a gap, because on top of them we're going to place in our pistons. As you can see, I'm just in the process of placing all of the pistons, and you just need 1 above each of the dispensers, just like the normal, just also 9. Then 1 block above them, you want to destroy that one and place in an observer. Not like that. You want the face to point inwards, and they will detect when the kelp is actually grown up to a certain level, and then they'll activate the piston. So placing one on either side of them just ensures that they will break in case one of the kelp doesn't decide to really grow up to the right height. Then they'll still collect the other ones. You just have a better chance of it. So just place your stripped logs around like this and hook them up to the observers with some redstone dust. Now, believe it or not, we are almost done. We just need to place in another strip of stripped logs above the above the pistons, not up there, and then we're ready to build the catching mechanism that will actually collect the kelp. So that's done. Just make sure they're all pointing in the same direction, and then you want to take any block again and just come out one block like that, just to trap the water, because here on the top we're going to have a flowing stream of water that will let the items flow into these hoppers lined up over here. Why do I... Oh, come on. Just place them in there. If I can just select the hoppers properly. And also you want to place all 9 of them so that they cover the entire area. And they will actually be hooked up to a chest that we will place in there later on. Just make sure that you cover this up, otherwise you will flood the entire place with the water. And now mainly all of the redstone has been completed, and now it's just the little basics, things that will make this thing function properly. So for the final thing, we are just going to basically hook it up to a chest, and in another video I'll show you how to hook it up to a smelting system that will allow you to create a bunch of kelp. Now those need to be stairs actually, so that you can still open up the chest without having like an actual gap up there. If I can just properly select that, yes. And just to make it look normal, you can just place some stairs down here also, and then your chest in between there, just like that. And then just cover up this little gap down here. Now also what I've got to do in the previous clip is you actually need another layer level with the hoppers like that, so that obviously the water would have just flown and just stop there and not actually on top of the hoppers, and we don't want that. So now that that is done, we can connect our hoppers up to our chest just like that. If I can just not go into the ground the entire time. Yeah, just like that. Now you want to take your water bucket and just fill up this entire place. Now when you're filling up, make sure you don't really let the water touch the pistons, otherwise you will waterlog the pistons and you will flood the backside of the redstone. Now if everything is done correctly and we place a water bucket here, then we should see not that happening. Okay, yeah, I think the pistons did power. Yeah, okay, they do. And none of the water did flow out there. I'm not sure what that was. Probably just some kind of glitch. So we just fill up. Just place more water. And now that, okay, no, not yet. Another layer of water. This is like the longest, this takes the longest placing the water in here. And now you just want to place water on that piece over there, so that the water will flow over onto the hoppers. And as you can see, when an item ends up here, then it will flow over to these hoppers. So all of the kelp has been planted and we can now give this thing a little test run. So let's see how many it can produce within 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I guess we just wait for the chest to fill up. Hey, we almost have an entire stack already. Or half a stack at least. Let me just quickly fast forward this and then, yeah. Okay, so I'll talk to you again in a couple of seconds. As you just saw there, we got nearly 6 entire stacks of kelp just by running it for 5 seconds. That's nuts. That's absolutely crazy. That's more than a stack per second of running this thing. Now the great thing about it is it's semi-automatic, meaning that you can obviously power it and then the kelp will grow even faster, or you can just kind of let it chill out and they'll grow naturally, and as they grow the observers will still detect them and punch them if you don't have enough bone meal and resources for this thing. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys again next time with a brand new video.